Hello and welcome. Danielle here from Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here for Community Distance Reiki. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're watching this on the replay, know that you're guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, go ahead and check out that description box below. I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, with some occasional extra streams sprinkled in based around astrology and world events. If you want to know about those, go ahead and subscribe with notifications checked. If you want to learn more about online Reiki classes, my social media, my Discord, or my crystal shop, all of that information is in the description below as well. So if you are here live, go ahead and hit the live chat button and make any requests that you have for personal healing. It can be something really general, it can be something very specific. I can pick the stones for you, or you can suggest some yourself. We'll spend the first part of our time together building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to the specifications and reasons that you all have requested. After a brief explanation of what Reiki is and a little of what you can expect, we will transition into the session where I will turn the music up, turn the lights down, and send Reiki healing to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. Thank you so much for being here, and let's just dive in and get started. I see everybody making some requests in the chat already, so glad to see it. Welcome in, everybody. Grace, Cora Carr, Justin, welcome. Jennifer, welcome back. So happy to have y'all. Let's see. Awesome, let's start picking some crystals. So I'm going to go ahead and transition us right over to the grid view. All right, here we go. I've started us off with some beautiful copper pieces. We find that this lays a nice foundation for the grid as it helps to, copper actually really helps to get the energy flowing, breaks up blockages, and can just all around be a wonderful way to start out our grid together. So let's see what our requests are. So excited. We had such a great time at 4 o'clock. I'm excited for this grid as well. Love and calmness. Stillness of mind, pacifying ego. Absolutely. Hope, abundant love, ending loneliness. Gotcha. So let's do love, calmness, stillness of mind, pacifying ego. Let's start there. Larimar. Rutilated quartz. Rose quartz. Snowflake Obsidian. Okay, let's dive right into starting to put some out there. So definitely for love, calmness, and there's a lot of intentionality around love lately. I know I usually try to vary it up from heartstone to heartstone. Rose quartz really jumped out at me just now. So I've got these 2 beautiful pieces of rose quartz. This is a very potent stone of heart healing. We see it all the time. It's super common, and it's common with excellent reason. This really helps to support the heart center and the emotional center being all that you would possibly think that it could be. Opening up our heart to love and almost like reattuning our heart to love. If we haven't invited love into our heart in quite a long time, this is a stone that helps almost remind us what that feels like so that we can call it in a little bit easier. So I'm going to start by making these the first stones of this grid. We're going to have some additional love stones in here for sure. Definitely for the intention around separation from ego, definitely Snowflake Obsidian. This really helps us to work through that kind of ego death. So the ego is a perfectly wonderful and healthy part of ourselves when it is in its place and in its strength, but oftentimes it tends to sort of go awry. It tends to get a little big for its britches. This is one that can allow us to see our ego as a part of ourselves rather than what is leading us. We can get to a point where we hear ourselves, our sort of, it's a good way to put it. Ego self is a way of saying almost like our solar plexus run amok. It's the idea of ourself, we know best, we're in charge, we. And there's a lack of introspection, there's a lack of hearing others, and our ego can lead us astray. So this allows us to kind of put ego back in place and do some deeper internal work, getting out of our own way to improve ourselves. So let's go ahead and bring that in. I also really like when I'm doing ego work, the concept of bringing in Larimar. Larimar is a deeply spiritual stone. This is a stone that helps bring about a balance of ego when it comes to spiritual work, reminding us that we're not just here for us, we're here for our spiritual purpose extends beyond ourself. And so it can really help us to open up to new ways of healing, new ways of connecting to spirit, ways of connecting beyond ourselves where we don't have to be in charge, quote unquote. So I love balancing these two together. So I'm going to go ahead and put some Larimar right there. It's also great for spiritual ingenuity, new ways of working with our spiritual best interest at heart, thinking up new ways to connect to spirit and to listen and hear and learn. Hey, Sam. Good to see you. Good stuff. And thank you for being here, Justin. So we had a bit of an autocorrect fun time where help with pre-diabetes, and it came up with free diabetes. Gotcha. Yeah, we're looking for support with that. Absolutely, we will support that. Moonstone, Malachite, absolutely. Okay, good. We're getting some really good requests here, everyone. Stillness of mind and calmness. I love both of those. Calmness too, Larimar can help a lot with. It helps to connect us to the things that matter so that we let go a little bit more of the things that don't, which can help to calm our spirit. Also, calming mind and body. Yeah, absolutely, rutilated quartz. This is one that helps balance the mind in a really direct kind of way. Rutilated quartz is used to help direct energy exactly where it needs to go. It's also wonderful for supporting the immune system, supporting the body, bringing energy back to the body when we've been depleted a little bit, whether that's illness, injury, or just we've been running ragged, we've been stressed out. This is one that can help give us a good influx of energy, but also balance the mind, especially if we've really been running ragged. So I'll bring in some rutilated quartz. Go. And hope, abundant love, ending loneliness. Yeah. Let's see what we got. I'm also going to bring in Rhodonite for the love requests. The stone of unrequited love, the stone of lost love, and even grief. This is great for helping us open up our emotional body to new experiences, manifesting better relationships, balanced relationships. This is also great for any kind of imbalance of masculine feminine energy within the body, the yin yang, and that's the restorative energy where we sleep, we rest, and we get our intuition, and yang energy where we're active, we go, we get things done. Any imbalance there. But this can be great for overcoming pains of the past in regards to love and opening up our heart to future potential of love and support. So I feel like that's a good one to bring in for our intentions today. I'm going to put a couple on top of the rose quartz. And a couple here, because I know this has been a really intense request from a lot of you for a while, and I think we all could use the extra boost to the heart, so let's bring that in. Cool. So that's Rhodonite. Also, Rhodonite helps allergies, autoimmune stuff, asthma, things like that. Moonstone. Malachite for sure. Blue lace agate and blue calcite. Blue lace agate, expressing difficult emotions, also great for allergies and asthma. This is one for communicating difficult topics, things that mean a lot to us in our heart but are difficult to get kind of out of our throat. Also great for even communicating to ourselves our deepest emotional needs. So this can be really helpful if we're calling in, love and romance, that we're able to identify and express our needs. That really sets things up for success in that regard. So let's go ahead and bring some blue lace agate all around inside these beautiful copper rings. There we go. That can really help us there. Blue calcite is the emotional, it's one of my two emotional stuff hits the fan kind of stones. If we are just overwhelmed with emotionality, overwhelmed with emotional difficulty, and like who living in today's world isn't to some extent, like let's be real, blue calcite can be immensely helpful. It helps us when we're in that kind of freeze mode of everything emotionally is just so much, I can't process it. This allows us to begin to process those feelings, begin to process emotional pain, begin to express what we need to express. It's just an all-around wonderful stone, especially when something comes just completely out of left field. So let's do these. Okay, blue calcite. Moonstone is alignment with divine purpose, divine timing, the cycles of divine feminine, rhythms of nature, the cycles of nature, and our intuition, our connection to spirit intuitively and hearing the messages of these patterns, hearing the messages of the universe, connected with also the cycles of the moon. Lunar cycles control, we're a water planet, and lunar energy controls the movement of water. We're all mostly made of water. The moon controls us a lot more than we'd like to think. I really like to, in my mental Rolodex of how do I remember what for what stone, this stone reminds me so much of the High Priestess Tarot card. It's deep wisdom, understanding the basic principles of the universe, and understanding the greater messages and lessons that there are to be learned. Let's go ahead and put those here. There we go. Fantastic. So that's Moonstone. Clear quartz, fire quartz, hematite. Fire quartz being the quartz that has this inclusion of iron that gives it this sort of reddish hue. It is not only deeply grounding, which helps to balance any overwhelming fears of anxiety or fear and safety attention. Also, if we are not accurately assessing our risk factors, this can be a wonderful, wonderful stone. It helps to kind of ground us enough to light a fire under us to help us move forward in doing things. So if we are fearful, anxious about moving forward, but we really need that flood of energy to bring us forward, this is an incredible stone to work with. We've also got some clear quartz. Clear quartz is almost it can be an amplifier for any other stone, but I feel like it helps move energy in a beautiful way. It can be deeply clearing. It can help to invite in any kind of energy you wish. It can be a stand-in for any crystal you either don't have or maybe don't want to acquire. I mean, mining is a really dicey thing, globally speaking, in terms of how it treats its workforce. There are certain stones that I won't get just because of where they are mined. So anytime that I want to use a stone but don't have it in my collection, I often will use clear quartz to bring it in. But yeah, this can help to clarify any intentions and bring in a sense of ability for anything that you're manifesting. When you feel like it's really far out there, this can be a great stone to help you keep that hope. And I know Jennifer mentioned hope. So that's how I use it. So thank you for that, Cora Carr. And we've got from Jennifer, we did the Moonstone. We are looking for Malachite too, the blue lace agate and the blue calcite we got. So Malachite. Malachite is an intense stone of moving energy through the heart, transforming what we feel love is, letting go of anything in the heart center that is not serving its purpose, old limiting habits and beliefs about love. If you're looking to move those out, this is a great stone for that. If you're working through past patterns of emotional abuse or emotional imbalance, this can be a great stone to help move it through. It might not be the easiest time to move that through, but it is better out than in. So Malachite, great for moving energy through the heart center, for transformation, opening our heart to much better expressions of love than we've experienced in the past. Let's go ahead and bring these guys over here. Yep, there we go. Thank you, Jennifer. So here we are to the autocorrect fun time. Hey, future someone, I was just thinking about you. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, got those. I'm so glad you haven't forgotten about us. Oh, Oh, hey, Justin. Definitely, if you want to keep up with us, I'm going to start doing some Reiki circle and shares for folks, for some of just my students on Zoom, and then I'll be doing some possibly on YouTube, just open to anyone, and we'll kind of send back and forth to each other as groups. So yeah, I hope that helps. Also, if you haven't checked out meetup.com, you might be able to find some good Reiki shares there. There's usually tons of good ones. We're on Meetup as well. Just look for Learn Reiki Philadelphia, but you can find Reiki shares in your area that are either virtual or in person or anywhere around the globe. So congratulations on your Reiki 1. Yeah, peace and harmony with family, especially dad. We can do that. All of this is on theme for the week. Oh, Heart, welcome in. Yeah, this is definitely, we find that we're working with similar challenges more often than not in here, don't we? You have a pendant with beads of rutilated quartz. Oh, that sounds delicious. You love the Friday afternoon double shot of Reiki. I love it too. Okay, let's see. We need some leopard skin Jasper for healing of animals. Help with Vincent, letting go of things that no longer serve, decluttering mind and home. We'll work on that. Ear infection, sore throat, gotcha. Helping Greg get the literary agent, absolutely. We've got Herkimer. Okay, let's go with what we got. Yeah, let's start with what we got and see where we go. Okay, cool. Unikite we used earlier for heart circulation, body fluids, and especially metabolism. Also the endocrine system in general. This is used a lot for that, as well as things around, anything around hormones, up to and including, like, even especially women's hormones, like fertility, onset of menses, perimenopause, menopause, all those things is Unikite. So I feel like that's a good one. I do that a lot with I work with this stone a lot with my clients who are struggling with things like diabetes, pre-diabetes. So here is Unikite. Help with all of those beautiful things. Let's go ahead and bring out the Unikite. This is another stone that can be very balancing and harmonizing. Helps regulate fluids within the body. Actually, let's use, there we go. Okay. We've also got, also Unikite is wonderful for marriage and good relationships. So for those of you who are manifesting that. Herkimer for getting the most spiritually aligned version of what we're asking the universe for, as well as metabolism. Put this out there for Greg, as well as those of you asking for love, as well as those of you really manifesting anything, but especially with metabolism, losing weight, diabetes, anything like that. Here we go. That's Herkimer diamond. Garnet by request of future someone. This is it's sort of like a good boss kind of energy. This is creativity, organization in a big way. So this can help with Vincent with organizing, decluttering. It can help with that. It also helps with creativity, finding balance in general, no matter what we're looking for balance in, courage and really like executive function overall, getting things done in the most optimal of orders, making plans, very Capricorn type stone. So this can be really helpful, especially when we're doing things like decluttering. I find that this is helpful because it helps us find the right place to put the things so we'll so that we'll use it, or to say like, wait, I already have this. I don't need 3 of it. It can be wonderful with all of those different versions of those possibilities. So here we go. Hang it there. So there's Garnet. We've got Bloodstone, which also goes by the name Heliotrope. This is the other stone of emotional stuff hits the fan, just like blue calcite was. When we feel like the world has shifted, or our world has shifted so dramatically that it feels like the rug has been pulled out from under us and our heart is just bereft, this is the stone. It is deep, supportive green, like the heart chakra is a lighter green. This is like a deeper version of that. And it's also got inclusions of red. It helps to balance the root chakra, that feeling that everything's been ripped up, and it helps to support the heart through the emotional loss therein. So when emotional loss and just life-shaking, earth-shattering stuff is going on, Bloodstone Heliotrope is great. So for example, when COVID first hit and people started closing their businesses and, you know, things were being lost, it was just like this forever everything being pulled away. Blue calcite and Heliotrope, or Bloodstone, same stone, I was using them together a lot for my distance clients. So yeah, it can be a really, really powerful grounding stone. Also good for those sad times when we have a sudden loss of a partner or loved one in our life, like sudden death and things like that. Iolite by request, and this also helps with weight loss, intuition, balancing intuition that might be impeding our ability to sleep through the night, and also money management. So if you're asking for money, this is a good one to keep around because it helps you make the most of the resources that you have. This is a stone we've been using quite a bit lately. Very helpful. Leopardskin Jasper helps with all levels of healing animals, just as we would think the term leopardskin. It's also wonderful for working with our animal guides. Wonderful for working with our animal guides. Anything having to do with the skin, balance and coordination, this can be an excellent stone as well. But for working with animals, my 2 go-to stones are black obsidian, which is like stressed out pets, anxious pets, and leopardskin jasper for just facilitating healing on all levels for animals. It really connects us to the animal kingdom. I feel like it's a very grounding energy. Can help with certain aspects of intuition that not everything touches. There we go. Okay. I just want to see what else we got. Oh, awesome. Glad you're here. Erica, welcome. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you guys want to use this space to find people to share Reiki with, that's a great way to hang out in the chat. So many of you are Reiki students or grads of mine or other folks. Yeah, absolutely. There's also room in the Discord if you want to meet each other there. There's actually spaces on the Discord for sharing Reiki with one another where you can even hear each other's voices if you want to. So that's available to you. Oh, Blue Lace Agate is here. It's inside all of the copper. And yeah, psoriasis, leopardskin jasper can be helpful with that. And we might have another actually. what was the other one? With allergies and things like that, sometimes autoimmune can be wrapped in with that. So some folks use rhodonite that way, and I see some folks use Unikite that way. Yeah, psoriasis, because psoriasis can be classified as autoimmune. And let's see. Anything else that needs to come through? I feel like we are good. I just want to, let's see. Did I miss anyone? I think we're good. So I'm going to do that thing where I pick the next couple of stones that'll help our grid to be empowered and just help add to everything that you've set intentions for. Y'all will vote, and I never know how that's going to work out. And then from there, we will transition into the healing side of things. So chat amongst yourselves for a moment, and let me see what else could help this grid. And I think someone asked for hematite, and I did not put any out, so I'm gonna add that now. I think it was Korokar. So hematite's wonderful for grounding and letting go, sort of like a detoxing, which can help with Vincent's intention for letting go. So let's add that in first of all. UTI, gotcha. Mookaite. Mookaite helps with bladder pain, so it'll help with that for sure. The Moonstone can help, and also the leopardskin Jasper can help. It's thought to help a lot with bacterial infections, but mookaite can help with the discomfort that you're kind of feeling there. So we'll go ahead and mookaite. Mookaite also helps with decision making and accepting change. So it's not like that can definitely complement a lot of what we were asking for. Okay, so here is my suggestion. Okay, so let's see. Actually, I want to change this. Labradorite, because I feel like that was requested and I somehow overlooked it. Labradorite helps with seeing things from a bigger perspective, balancing the intuition that might disturb sleep, and for helping us to balance the intuitive things that we're getting along with the bigger picture of everything that's going on in our life. It's also helpful for study and retaining information. The next is chrysoprase. Or sorry, not chrysoprase, chrysocolla. That's what I meant to grab. Chrysocolla is helping us to make decisions that are in alignment with our highest good, helping us to give into our spiritual purpose and see ourselves as worthy of it, and also new methods of creative expression, which can help us to move the energy of difficult conversations out. Sometimes it's about talking, and sometimes it's just about expressing it. There's a lot of ways to do that. This can help us with that. So spiritual path, making decisions that are in alignment with our highest good. In that regard, it really goes well with the Herkimer. And yep, everything I mentioned for Labradorite. So go ahead and vote which one you would like. I never know how this is going to end. And yeah, Justin, definitely, there's so many things that everybody's working on at the same time that we don't really see because it shows up so differently for all of us. And we absolutely see overlap when we show up together. Aw, thank you. I'm so glad. Oh, thank you, Heart. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. I love having all of you here. This is really beautiful. Awesome. So go ahead and vote. I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is for those who are new. Thank you all for the kind words. Vincent, welcome in. And I will come back and we'll finish up the grid and get into the healing. So hello again. As I mentioned at the top of the hour, my name is Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. I've been teaching Reiki for almost 14 years. If you want to learn more about my online Reiki classes, social media, community Discord, or crystal shop, go ahead and click the description button and all the info will be in there. Reiki, the Reiki that I practice anyway, is known as Usui Reiki. This comes from Japan. This practice was founded around the early 1920s on principles that ranged from recent to ancient, from all different matter of spiritual backgrounds, particularly those found in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Shintoism. Shintoism especially. Shintoism is the indigenous faith of Japan, and in it, one of the main aspects is that everyone is interconnected. Everything in the universe is interconnected. And in those interconnections, there are different, if you will, frequencies or energies that run through everyone and everything. Reiki translates to spiritually guided life energy or soul energy. This energy is already flowing through you, through me, through everyone and everything around us. It supports our body, mind, and spirit to come into the best level of healing and balance that it can in that moment. Our body, mind, and spirit automatically know how to work with this energy because it is all the time. The practice of working with energy intentionally is that of connecting to this energy and directing more of it to someone else or even to yourself. So that's essentially what I'll be doing. Connecting to the energy that's already flowing through you wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this, and directing more of this energy to support you in your healing and wellness journey, whatever that might look like at this time. Whether that's very intentional and you have requests of the universe or just simply greatest good, either one, both of them together, totally fine. Because our body, mind, and spirit are always working with this energy anyway, it'll essentially just support an even deeper shift into something better. You may experience things physically. You may get some mental and emotional insights or even some feelings bubbling up. You may get some intuition coming in, or maybe even just your subconscious, and you may get a combination of any of these things. During the session, I encourage you to simply notice what's coming in. At the end of the session, which is about 25 minutes long, I will invite you back to take a deep breath in, and at that time I'll reopen the chat so that you can ask any questions, share any inspiration that you received, share any experiences, and I'll be here to help you through that. If you have any questions after the fact, go ahead and put them in the comments or use social media. You'll be able to get a hold of me there, and I'll do my best to help you at that time. But know that during the session, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to focus. You don't have to keep your mind silent. Just relax and take a breath. The thoughts or ideas that come to you may be your inner wisdom, it may be intuition, or it could be just a rambling mind. If you're not sure, just take that deep breath in and out. Go ahead and hear it out. There might be some wisdom in it for you. During the session, you can sit up, lie down, be in any position that feels right to you. You can also combine this with anything that feels sacred to you. Journaling, music, stretching, yoga. This is your time for you to focus on yourself. And at the end of that 25-minute session, I'll be here for you. During the session, I will turn the music up and I will turn the lights down. The light will gently move through several different colors, but at no point will it flash or strobe. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to join us again, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you'll know about all of the different times that I pop up with additional streams above and beyond the 5 that I do weekly. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get back into the share. So let's see what won the vote. It is both Chrysocola. Yeah, let's say for both. So both it is. So let's see. Let's do... I think that we're going to put those in, but there might be a different way. So let's put this here, that there. Okay. I know what to do. There we go. Just put in some extra chrysocolla to keep it all even. There we go. Fantastic. Thank you all so much for helping build this beautiful grid. Appreciate all of you and the communal chi. So go ahead and get comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. I'm going to turn down the lights, turn up the music, and I will see you all in 25 minutes, which will be 10 minutes after the top of the hour if you're here with me live, so 9-10 p.m. Yeah, lots of beautiful healing vibes to all of you, and I will see you all in 25 minutes. Noticing the room around you. Thank you so much for joining me here this evening. It's been an honor and a pleasure. And if you have any questions or anything to share, feel free to go ahead and pop into the chat now. And if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and leave a comment or reach out to me through social media, and I'll be more than happy to help you there. You're so welcome, Jennifer and Grace. Jennifer, you're feeling cozy. Yeah, me too. W, you're so welcome. Justin, you're welcome too. Chakras are buzzing. Beautiful. Thank you for being here, and feel free to join us anytime. And if you have any questions in your Reiki journey at all, feel free to bring them here. I'm more than happy to help. And congratulations on getting your Reiki 1. So grateful all of you could be here. Erica, thank you for being here. You're so welcome. Korakar and Vincent, as always, thank you for being here. It's raining hard there? Yeah, it's not raining here yet. Probably will get some rain here in West. Oh, I'm so grateful to hear that, Justin. That's super great. And yeah, it's absolutely, the vegetation here really could, we're in one of those areas that could use the rain. We're not in a drought, but we could really use the rain. You're so welcome, Sam. All the best to you and to your pup. Yeah, I will be back Sunday night at 8 p.m. So that'll be my next live. And as always, I'm here Wednesdays at 4 p.m., Thursdays 8 a.m., Fridays 4 and 8 p.m., Sundays 8 p.m. And we're going to start doing some more live streams with cool, fun group stuff soon. Blessings to you and blessings to everyone as well. This is just, the community here just cannot be beat. It really is just, I'm so blessed. Thank you, all of you, for being here and helping create this to being what it is. It's been almost 6 months now that I've been on YouTube, and we had been doing community distance Reiki for almost a year when we started the YouTube. So we started off on Zoom. So thank you all so much. You always miss Thursdays. Occasionally, I miss Thursdays. Mornings are not my strong suit. I am absolutely a night owl. Yeah, if you're ever here for a Thursday stream and somehow I'm not here, it doesn't happen often, but it happens. 8 a.m. does not exist to Jennifer. Totally understood. You're so welcome, future someone. It was great to see you today. You have a great weekend too. Oh, nice. Reiki calm for the puppy dog. Yeah, I've been having dreams of my next cat. I lost my kitty companion back in October, but been having dreams about the cat. So there's a cat in foster somewhere in the Philly area that is reaching out and saying, hey, I'm your next kitten. So working on that. Wonderful. Yeah, lots of good energy towards my future kitty. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I will absolutely be back. Oh, yeah, I did see your message about crystal stuff. I will get back to you ASAP. I might have to get back to you tomorrow, though. But thank you for that. I will definitely be in touch. And Heart, I will see you tomorrow, at least virtually. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude for each and every one of you. You have a great evening too, Justin. All of you have a... Oh yeah, you love kittens too. Kittens. Send out the energy for the good kitten love. The kitten that's been calling out for me that I get matched up with that kitten. Love to give it a home. Absolutely. Thank you all so very much. Have a beautiful weekend. Don't forget to take care of yourself. It was an astrologically bumpy week. I know we all felt it. I did, for sure. So have a beautiful weekend. I will see you soon. Thank you, Samantha. And all the best to all of you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.